I absolutely love eating pancakes for breakfast. It's one of my favorite things. That's why I love these oatmeal banana pancakes. It's so healthy. We're not using any flour and no granulated sugar whatsoever in this recipe. Hey guys, I'm Justin from Cooking with Coit. I specialize in clean comfort cooking. And if you love this video, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is measure out 1 cup of oats. Now it doesn't really matter what oats you use for this one. You could even use instant oats if you wanted to. I prefer these gluten-free old-fashioned oats. Gluten-free because my wife is gluten-free, so I always wanna make things that she can eat, of course. So we're gonna measure out 1 cup. Gonna dump it into a blender. That was a little bit shy of 1 cup, so let me help it. Now, this next step, we are going to blend up the oats, which is essentially making what's called oat flour. That's really just blended oats. It's super simple. I have made these pancakes in the past without making the oats into oat flour, and I've found that making oat flour is a much better version of this recipe. So dump it in the blender, and then we're just gonna do a couple quick pulses here. Come on, come and get a shot of this. What we're looking for here is just for the oats to get into a more powdery type of texture. And you're gonna see them kind of mash up. It's starting to get a little bit more powdery here. Leaving some chunks is totally fine. So don't feel like you've got to make it all perfectly even powder. Okay, sometimes I even give it just like a little bit of shake, just to kind of get the big chunks to the bottom. Let's blend it up one more time. All right, that is the perfect texture. Check out that oat flour. All right, so next we're just gonna add the rest of our ingredients into the blender and blend it up. We're gonna start with 2 eggs. Not gonna do a one-handed crack here. I feel like sometimes I wanna show off and do that, but I really don't wanna get shells in the blender, so I'm not gonna show off. That's what's best for this video. Oh, cool. That's why you shouldn't show off. Never get cocky when you're cooking or else something bad is gonna happen. Literally happens to me every time. Next, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And the baking powder is gonna give these pancakes a nice fluffy rise. 1 teaspoon. We're gonna add 1 banana. Doesn't really matter if it's a big banana or a small banana. If you love the taste of banana and you like sweetness, do a big banana. If you don't like sweetness so much, you can do a smaller one. Okay, 1 banana. And I break it in half. You don't need to. I think it fits better. Next, we're gonna add 1/3 cup of almond milk. If you don't love almond milk, but you do like regular milk, you can use that too. Or you could use any of the other alternative milks. My wife likes hemp milk. I don't really like hemp milk. She likes it. You can use rice milk too. However, just know this, that rice milk is the thinnest of all the milk. So it tends to make things a little watery, but you can also use oat milk. I really love oat milk because it's a little thicker than any of the other alternative milks, but almond milk is a really great choice too. Next, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Maple syrup is such an important part of this recipe for the inside of the pancakes, and I also love to use it as a garnish too. It's 2 tablespoons. And finally, we're just gonna add a pinch of salt. Do a little bit more. Perfect. And now all you have to do is give this a blend. It doesn't have to be blended until perfectly smooth, but you wanna get most of the big chunks out. What's amazing about this batter that we're making is that it looks just like regular pancake batter, and keep in mind that we haven't used any normal flour, just oat flour. So check this out. Come get a shot of this. It's looking really good. All right, so I have taken the batter and I've put it into this bowl here because I want to show you guys something. Take a look at this. So if you take a little spoon and you just kind of drizzle it here, you'll see that it's kind of nice and thick. So what that's gonna give us are nice and fluffy pancakes. If, for example, you wanted to have a flatter, more crepe style pancake, what I would do is add a little bit more almond milk or any milk that you want to this mixture to water it down just a little bit, and that's gonna give you a shorter, flatter pancake. So it completely depends on what kind of pancakes you guys like. I also like putting the mixture into a bowl because when it comes time to spooning the mixture into the pan, I like using a ladle to get my pancakes very consistent in their diameter. First thing we're gonna do here is add a little bit of butter to the pan. Let's just move it around a little bit so we get a nice coating. You can use any kind of butter you want. Some people really love vegan butter. Not necessarily my thing. I like normal butter, but you can also use ghee, which is clarified butter. Now, I don't even know what clarified technically means. I gotta look it up, but if you guys know, please let me know in the comments below. I always love learning. All right, so now we're gonna spoon up our pancakes into the pan. I like my pancakes about 4 or 5 inch in diameter. All right, so we've let these pancakes cook for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side, then we're gonna flip them, but let me give you a quick tip here. The way that you know that they're ready to be flipped, you can do it 2 ways. Number 1, there's little tiny bubbles that come up to the surface. When you're starting to see a couple of those bubbles, that's when you know it's ready to be flipped. And you can also just do a quick little peek with your spatula. Yep, these are ready. So let's do a quick little flip. And it's really good when you're pouring in the mixture into the pan for the first time. Give yourself a little bit of room to work, because if you kind of pour them all too close together, it's gonna be hard to get in there and give them a flip without disturbing and messing up the others. They're nice and golden. These pancakes are looking so delicious already. I cannot wait to give them a try. But before I do, if you've loved this recipe and you wanna see more just like it, check out my healthy recipes playlist. Okay, let's plate these up. All right, to finish these pancakes off, I'm going to top them with a little bit of maple syrup and some fresh berries. Oh, they look so good. Let's give them a try. Get some berries in the bite. Wow, these oatmeal banana pancakes are so incredibly good, and they're just the perfect amount of sweet. I know you guys are gonna love these. I hope you give them a try. I'll see you in the next video.